do a little roller brawl action.
Let's go. From the crack, off the backboard.
So what we're going to be looking at today is just some of Roller Brawl's typical first attacks, as we've done in the past. Looking at the wrong one, right?
Share what you love with who you love.
Alright, so Roller Brawl, she's undead, and she's got 260 health starting out. Fairly quick speed of 50. That's the second highest we've seen, 53 being the highest. 12 armor, not excellent. Critical hit of 8 and a typical elemental power of 25. Some of the ones we're going to be looking at is Roller Claws, Skater Blades, Roller Claws with the aggression upgrade, and going to check out that Derby Dash. That being the case, let's go ahead and get to it. So you can see she's level 1, and we're going to be doing 9 sets. Or 3 sets of her little combo right there. It's 28, 28, and then 36. So that being the case, we're gonna do equals 28 times 2 plus 36, and so we're gonna do that 3 times. All right, so we got the stopwatch coming up right now, clearing it of all previous stuff. Alright, so we're just going to do 9 of them real quick. And 1, 2, 3. 3.4 seconds. Alright, so. Oh man, she's got a very solid, what it looks to be a very solid damage per second output for the initial attack. 81 is very high. All right, here we go again. 1, 2, 3. 3.3. 1, 2, 3. 3.5. 1, 2, 3. 3.4. 1, 2, 3. 3.3. 1, 2, 3. 3.5. 1, 2, 3. 3.5. Oops, 3.5. 1, 2, 3. 3.4. 1, 2, 3. 3.3. And last trial. 1, 2, 3. 3.5. Alright, so just over 80 damage per second. That is excellent for an initial attack right there. Alright, now we're going to look at the Derby Dash. So to do that, we're going to be how much it actually deals per dash, and it deals 20. But another thing that it has is it has this attached headbutt. So you're dashing, and then you do a headbutt, and that deals an additional 60. So that being the case, we're just gonna have to look at. We'll do the dash itself. Okay, so we're just going to do the dash itself to start out with, and then we'll do the Derby Dash with headbutt. I think there's actually a name for that. Let's look that up real quick. Upgrades, and it is.
So we're just gonna do the dash itself to start out with.
Okay, just attack while dashing. Okay, yeah, we'll call it a headbutt. It looks kind of like a headbutt after all. puts her head out there like that. Okay, putting body before ball, ball before body. Okay, so her time per dash, her just derby dash.
Okay. No, we'll call it a headbutt. It looks now like a headbutt after all. Puts her head out there like that. Okay. Ball before body. Okay, so her time per dash.
And derby dash with. Okay, so let's see how long it takes her to execute one dash. And here we go. Press the wrong button. Okay, and here we go. Start and stop. 0.9 seconds. Do that again, and again, I pressed the wrong button. I keep pressing the reset rather than start. And here we go. 1 second.
Press the wrong button.
Here we go. And 1 second. 1 second. 1.1.
Keep pressing the reset rather than start.
1.1. That was running into the mushroom. I stopped it early there. That's definitely not a 0.5. And 0.9. 0.9. Point, 1.0. And 0.9. Alright, so there's that. And we're gonna reference this beast down here. And that just deals 20. So not very much damage per second. Alright, and our derby dash with headbutt is gonna be 20 plus that 60, so that's gonna be 80. Alright, and we're just going to do this over here, and here we go. Let's reference the cell next to. Doesn't have any data for us right now, and we'll just start going. And 1 second. 0.9. Oops, I didn't stop that one. 0.9. 0.9. 1 second. Oops, I didn't start that one. And 0.9. So I'm trying to do it as fast as possible here, if you can't tell. Just immediately using that headbutt. 0.9. 1 second. 0.9. 0.8. That one was because there was a pretty close to it, I think. 0.9. Alright, so we've got just over 80 damage per second. That is an excellent dash right there. Dash attack. Definitely going to be viable, especially with some of her upgrades. Speaking of upgrades, let's go ahead and bring one of our favorites in and get working on those upgrades.
Just over 80% excellent dash right there. Dash attack. Definitely going to be viable, especially with some of your upgrades. Speaking of upgrades, let's go ahead and bring one of our favorites in and
Alright, so if you guessed Gorilla Jet, you are correct. If you didn't guess Gorilla Jet, well, unfortunately, you are incorrect. Alright, so cozy up right next to this mannequin right here. And again, this mannequin has zero armor. So all of these attacks are going to be based off of that 0 armor prevention rate. And we talk about that in one of the previous videos just the other day. And we're going to be doing another effective health one here shortly, maybe in the coming weekend. Maybe it might have to wait until next week. But it's going to pretty much break down who's got the most health. And we're not going to include shift base in that because that's just, well, we'll do a little separate thing on shift base and who's going to get you the actual most health. But shift base itself is pretty ridiculous, giving you an extra 2 lives, which is not really all that fair. I would contend. It's fair for the story mode because everyone likes to stack it your way, but you try and do that in the battle room. It's not quite as nice. All right, so our good friend Gorm with his awesome mustache, lifting 1 ton. Yep, he's got 1 ton. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get some skater blades. And then we'll get the impact skater as well. I didn't see that one. Derby dash with the impact skater. Alright, so impact. Alright, so we'll see what that does. Deadly clothesline, that's just going to be a charge attack. We can do that next time. And I want to check out what the aggression does for baseline attacks. Alright, so now we've got some solid... wow, that was... Okay, so the dash does 20 and then it does 75. So it's a dash with headbutt with impact skater upgrade, and that's gonna be doing the same amount as this one, and we're gonna be doing, instead of 80, it's gonna be doing 95. So that's a excellent over 100 damage per second, in addition to being somewhat of a dash. So now, one thing that it does do is that you have to be right up next to someone to do the actual 104, but you're getting 75 damage per second from a dash attack that's pretty far away. So that's a pretty far leap, and just doing 75 there really quickly. Alright, so skater blades. Let's see how much those do. So they're doing 15, they're doing 30 because they're hitting it twice, it looks like. Okay, that's just hitting it once. Why is it just hitting it once? Okay, 1, 2, 3. That's hitting it once. That's hitting it 1, 2, 1. Okay, so if you get closer, it does less damage because it has less. It's 15 damage for every little bit that it stays on top of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is going to be a function of how long the skates stay in one place. That'll be used in order to adequately get you a good count for how much skater blades is doing. I'm gonna have to go ahead and go to the units level, and don't want to bore you with that right now. So we're gonna leave skater blades blank for now and just move on to the aggression. So aggression is dealing 34, 34, and 44. In order to adequately, so that being the case, that's gonna be 34 times 2 plus 44. Alright, and that's going to be that times 3. And then this is going to be the same amount. Okay, so that's almost doing 100 damage per second right there. Pretty excellent. And let's check out to see if there's any other upgrades that a path can take. Okay, so she's going to be having paths that do... Okay, so that's almost doing 100. Okay, so that an armor upgrade right there. Damaging saws, critical hit chance,
path.
and traps.
Be having paths that do.
Okay, so it looks like that that melee is going to be just under 100 damage per second maximum. She's not going to get a better melee attack. She might have some better dash attacks with all those upgrades in there, but the melee attack wise, that's going to be her highest. Just 34, 34, and that 44 right there. And it's not like Stealth Elf, where that combo takes more time. That combo is actually pretty solid. It makes up for it. So it's not more beneficial to just keep doing 34, 34. So you can't press X fast enough and yet slow enough to actually get a benefit from just doing 34. Like, it takes her time to reset, so it's better to just keep going, and then get her to spin around and use her skates for an attack. All right, so for this, it looks like Roller Brawler is going to be an excellent melee star. If you didn't notice that from the kind of makeup of her, I mean, that kind of is more self-evident than most others. Okay, so one thing that's interesting is if you're just skating around like that, it immediately does 44. I wonder if this continues on forever and ever. Looks like it does. Interesting. Goes downstairs. Yeah. Goes upstairs. Alright, so this is just a straight boost. I'm actually not pressing any buttons right now. It's going. No. Okay, so you try and go over water, that's no good. But other than that, you're dashing this entire time and you can just stay going fast. That is excellent for trying to sneak up on guys that are, especially in the battle room when you're trying to chase someone down. For instance, Star Strike being kind of the quintessential run away from you and just cause all of your attacks to do damage to you. Well, this catches up very quickly. Just a constant dash, don't have to press any buttons. I'm ready to go for the next attack right there. Boom. So that's pretty exciting right there. I'll write this down. Is Limitless. So after the upgrade, you can just continue on that dash. That's pretty exciting. So that's all there is for this evening, and I hope you guys have a great night. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave it on our Twitter, on Twitch, on Gmail, on Facebook, anything really, YouTube account, YouTube channel. So if you guys have any questions or want anything looked at, please give us a heads up, and we'll see you in Skylands, Boardmasters.